Joining me from New York is the UN Environment Programme Goodwill Ambassador and actor Adrian Grenier. Very good to talk to you, Adrian. I don't know how much you know about this escapade, sailing around Great Britain to raise awareness. What do you think of that idea?
I think it sounds beautiful. As much as possible, I try and get out in the water myself. Unfortunately, we do have to do something about the plastic pollution, and they're right, and I commend them for doing that good work.
I suppose it's a different dimension of what you're doing, because it is, a lot of it is about, given we live on the land, it's about raising awareness. People just don't know, do they, about the scale of this problem.
Yeah, well, we at the Lonely Well Foundation want to introduce smart, sensible, and measurable ways that people can get involved. So tomorrow we're actually launching a campaign against single-use plastic straws. We say we need to reduce our single-use plastic use, but we say start small and start with single-use plastic straws.
That's amazing, isn't it? Because it kind of illustrates it to everyone that these tiny, tiny decisions they make can make a real difference. So if instead of a straw, a plastic straw, I suppose you can use a paper one, or just drink direct from the cup.
Well, you know, we say that single-use plastic straws are the low-hanging plastic, and they're a gateway. Once you stop using single-use plastic straws, you can't help but move on from there. And we have and we're actually asking people to have some fun with it. Our campaign is called Stop Sucking. So, in fact, I got a little T-shirt here, and these are going on sale tomorrow, and as well, these reusable straws. So it actually can be quite classy if you go single-use plastic strawless.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah. I suppose I didn't see the rest of the T-shirt. Does it have a straw on it, or does it just have the slogan? Might need a bit of explaining. I suppose it's part of the awareness campaign.
Well, you know, we do admit we all suck sometimes, and we need to stop sucking single-use plastic straws. So hashtag Stop Sucking. In fact, a lot of influencers and people out there are getting on board, and you're going to see a lot of action on social media when people call each other out for sucking.
Tell me, as we're talking about awareness, tell me about your own journey. How did you get involved? Presumably you didn't have any idea about, as I referred to earlier, about just how big, how global a problem this is.
Well, it is. I mean, 10 million tons of plastic bleeds into the ocean every year, and in about 25 years there's going to be more plastic junk than fish. And it is a global problem, but it's something that we can all do together. And what I've discovered is if you start simple, you know, sometimes it can be so overwhelming that you just turn off and you just reject it because it feels too big. But you don't have to take the weight of the world on your personal shoulders. We got to do it together. It's all of our problem. And you start simple, you start small, start with something that you can actually do, like single-use plastic straws.
Yeah, and it's not just the stuff you can see. If you go to sea, or if we share the pictures with you of these huge conglomerations of plastic, of bottles and all kinds of other things as well. It's the micro beads, isn't it, that as the plastic breaks down, or the micro beads that are used in so many cosmetics and other things like that, the stuff you can't see is a danger as well.
Absolutely. Micro beads are a huge problem because they start as tiny little bits of plastic, and they create basically a big toxic soup in the ocean. Remember, plastic is a toxic material. It's actually making our oceans into a toxic soup. And really, all plastic starts to photodegrade. It doesn't biodegrade for hundreds and hundreds of years, so not in your lifetime, but it does break down into tinier pieces of plastic, which is impossible to clean up.
Adrian, it's been great talking to you. Must end it there, I'm afraid. Glad to know you've stopped sucking. Speak again soon about this campaign.
Yes, please do. Stop sucking.
And you can join the campaign yourself by signing up at skyoceanrescue.com. Find out more on Twitter at skyoceanrescue using the hashtag #OceanRescue.